Hi, hi. A rich businessman went on a vacation. Standing on the pier of a quaint coastal fishing village, he saw a small boat with just one young fisherman pulling into the dock. Inside the small boat, there were several large fishes. Enjoying the warmth of the early afternoon sun, the businessman complimented the fisherman on the quality of his fishes. How long did it take for you to catch them? The businessman asked. Oh, just a few hours, the fisherman responded. Why don't you stay out longer and catch more fishes? The businessman asked. The fisherman warmly replied, with this, I have enough. I even have more than enough to support my family's needs. The businessman then became serious. But what do you do with the rest of your time? He asked. Responding with a smile, the fisherman answered, I sleep late, I play with my children, I watch ball games, and take siesta with my wife, and sometimes in the evenings I take a stroll into the village to meet my friends. I play guitar, I sing songs, and he just went on. The businessman impatiently interrupted. He said, look, I have an MBA and I can help you to be more profitable. You can start fishing by several hours longer every day. You can then sell the extra fish you catch, and with that extra money, you can buy a bigger boat. With the additional income that larger boat will bring, before long, you can even buy a second boat, then a third boat, and so on, until you have an entire fleet of fishing boats. Proud of his own sharp thinking, he excitedly elaborated a grand scheme which could bring even bigger profits. He said, then, instead of selling your fishes to a middleman, you'll be able to sell the fish directly to the processor or even open your own cannery. Eventually, you could control the product, processing, and distribution. You could leave this tiny coastal village and move to the city where you could even further expand your enterprise. Having never thought of such things, the fisherman asked, but how long will this take, sir? After a quick mental calculation, the MBA man responded, probably about 15 to 20 years, maybe less if you work really hard. And then what, sir? The fisherman asked. Why, that's the best part, answered the businessman with a laugh. When the time is right, you would sell your company stock to the public and become very rich. You would make millions, he said. Millions? Really? What would I do with all those? Asked the young fisherman in disbelief. The businessman boasted, then you could happily retire with all the money you have made. You could move to a quaint coastal fishing village where you could sleep late, play with your grandchildren, watch ball games, and take siesta with your wife. You could even stroll to the village in the evenings to meet your friends. You could play guitar and sing with your friends and all that you want. Sometimes all we have is all we want. I have seen few people who always run behind money even when they have great income, good family, and everything that most others don't have. Yet they run for money. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. If you're not contented with what you have, you would not be contented with what you would like to have. Sometimes in life, you need to stop chasing, relax, and enjoy, appreciate what you already have. One man in his BMW opened the door of his car and suddenly was hit by another car which came along. It ripped off the car's door completely. When the police arrived at the scene, the man was complaining bitterly about this damage to about his precious BMW. Officer, look what they have done to my Beamer, he whined. The officer said, "You men are so materialistic. You make me sick. You're so worried about your stupid BMW that you didn't even notice that your left arm is ripped off." The man, finally noticing the bloody left shoulder where his arm used to be, shouted, "Oh my god, where's my Rolex?"